All right, Dr. Chad here with a quick health tip. And one of the big questions people don't realize is, well, what does chiropractic do? I know that it potentially what everybody talks about is it helps with neck and back pain. But in chiropractic in our office, we focus on really just one thing, and that is this word here called subluxation. What does that mean? And that's a weird word. I've never heard of that word before. Well, let's break it down. Lux is light. So sub is less than, ation is the state of. So subluxation is a fancy way of your body's ability to produce or communicate the proper amount of nervous system information from the brain to the body, from the body back to the brain. That is what chiropractic is. Subluxation means there's a misalignment in the spine that is putting pressure on the nerve that interferes with the way your body can adapt and heal and function. And so if you've watched any of our other videos, we've talked a little bit about that. But if you look at this picture, it looks kind of like a rubber band or a lot of wires getting all tangled together. Well, I'm going to use a rubber band to kind of illustrate, well, how does subluxation affect the nerve, or how does it affect your nervous system? So I love to use this example because if I take this rubber band and I wrap it around my fingers just over and over and over again, and I leave that for a little bit of time, what's going to happen to my finger? And most everyone says, well, it'll fall off. Well, not initially. First, like right now, it's starting to throb and it's starting to have some discomfort. So the question that we ask is, well, what do we do about this discomfort, this pain, this numbness, this tingling, this swelling that's starting to build up in my finger? And so, of course, ignore the obvious answer for right now. I need to remove the rubber band. I know that. But in healthcare, how do we approach this? In healthcare, we say, well, I'm not feeling well, I'm having pain, let's take a pain medication. Or, you know what, if you go to the doctor, they can give you an injection into that area where your body isn't feeling well or functioning well. And then if that doesn't work, you can try some PT or some massage, and those things are great. They're fantastic for what they deal with. But in this particular case, and in most people's case, the issue isn't a muscle problem or a joint problem. It's literally a nerve problem. So the pressure on my finger is illustrating the pressure on the nerve. And the longer that pressure is there, the worse these things can happen down from that nerve. So if I let this on here for 2-3 days, maybe a week, I would lose blood supply to my finger, and my finger could potentially fall off. Of course, I'm not going to let that happen. But this is what we do in chiropractic. We figure out the cause of the problem. And in most people, the cause of why your body is not dealing with stress very well and there's breakdown and disease in the body is that there's literal interference to the nerve because of this pressure from the bones or from misalignments in the spine. So what we do is very gently and very specifically remove that interference off of the nerve. And what's amazing about this analogy is, kind of like before my finger was turning blue and purple, is that once you take the interference off, it'll actually return to normal. Exactly how it's created to. So just like in this example of the rubber band, when we have these subluxations building up in our spine, it interferes with your brain's ability to control and regulate every muscle, every cell, and every organ of the body. Which is why in chiropractic we can't say that it cures anything or that it totally can fix any problem in the body. What it does is it allows your body to have the best chance to overcome and to heal the way it's supposed to. Because Gray's Anatomy page 1 talks about how our nervous system, our brain and our spinal cord is what controls every muscle, cell, and organ of the body. So when dealing with chiropractic, how we communicate that to our community is that the more and the longer that pressure is on the nerves, the worse your body's going to be able to fight off sickness or able to fight off different diseases like arthritis, high blood pressure, things like that. So that's how we approach chiropractic, is to say that if we can remove that interference, your body can adapt and heal, and you can live a life of an abundance with your health instead of just trying to get by every single day. So I hope this makes sense in clarifying like another great analogy in how we communicate what chiropractic is and how we help so many people in our community. If you would like this video, share it with other people, make comments, because we want to be as effective and help as many people as we can in our community. So please feel free to share and ask questions if you would like. We're going to be making a lot more of these videos, so we look forward to seeing you soon with the next one.